What's going on, everybody? Patrick, back with another video today. Today I'm doing a Murders Outlaws of Thunder Junction draft for you guys today. And when I say draft, I mean sealed, because I'm not doing a draft. I'm going to start with a sealed. I've played a little bit of the set so far. I've been liking it a decent amount. So let's go ahead and hop in and see what goodies we open. There's a lot of nice stuff to be had in this set, given that there's so many rares and mythics running around. So, seen some stupid pools of like 14 rares, and right here we have 12. Let's see, right off the bat, nothing too exciting. Pest Infestation, Colossal Rattleworm, and then 2 solid white rares. Other than that, the rares are not all that great. Archive Trap's not really playable. No. Good news is green is definitely far and away the best color in the format. I've done a bunch of these sealed so far, and every time that I've gone green, good things have happened for me. So, so as you're going to have 2 multicolored deserts, so that kind of stinks. Onyx Rustine's great, so we'll probably end up playing that too. But we'll add that in here for now. Alright, let's look at the other green. Naturalist is good. I've liked the Grizzly a decent amount. Especially, it's good if you have that the 4 power matters synergy. Entertaining is decent. I'll play Sentry. Dance of Tumbleweeds is good. Snakeskin Veil is great. And Smoke of Surprise is okay. Our black looks good. It's just a little shallow. Nah, our black doesn't actually look that great. Okay. Well, I mean, we can still splash Rustine, but let's look at our white. Pixie's decent. Keykeeper's solid. Even Interrupter. Fortune. Excuse me. I'll play 2 Holy Cows. I might play a 3rd one if I needed it. Last job, if we have a decent number of mounts, can actually be pretty good. It seems okay. Shepherd of the Clouds is fantastic. Stagecoach Security is good if we need another another creature. Okay, that's 39. I probably don't want to end up splashing this Rutstein because I don't really know that we have that much great fixing. Even our green doesn't have a ton of fixing. I mean, we have Armadillo, but I'd rather not get rid of. I'd rather not have to pitch the Armadillo. We don't really have much that we really even need to splash for. I feel like we're going to be pretty close to base green white. Not base green white, just green white. Red, we have like Explosive Derailment that we could splash. Maybe Form a Posse for like some good top end stuff. That's not crazy. We don't have a ton of splashing, but we have some splashing. So yeah, the 2 cards that I play in red are like Explosive Derailment and I think just this Form of Posse. Our blue looks okay. A little shallow. I think we're gonna cut this Rutstein. How many creatures would this be? 16 creatures, and then if I add these lands, so this is basically like... This is basically just a Mirage Mesa. Okay. I would even maybe play Conduit Pylon. Okay, so that would give me 9 green, 9 white, 5 red. Although I would probably want to play like 1 mountain. 7, 6, 1. I'm honestly just wondering if I'd rather play like either of these 3 drops. Because like how much removal, if I cut this Explosive Derailment, how much removal do I even have? Do I have any? No. Yeah, this pool really does not have any removal, does it? No throw from the saddle. None of that single white deal 2 or deal 4 if you have a mount card. How many mounts do I even have? 1. 2, 3. Okay, I mean 3 mounts is probably good enough for one last job. I'm playing literally every green common that I have. I think... Huh. Yeah, we're going to have to play this derailment. The only question I have now is... I mean, we don't have removal in, like, any color, though. I mean, in blue, we have Stop Cold. And in black, we have... I mean, I guess in blue, we have a Phantom Interference, too. And in black, we have Desert Stew. Skullduggery. We have, like, no removal in this pool. It's kind of wild. Even in red, we don't have anything besides the derailment. We have a Slick Sequence. I mean, I'm not going to play Boombox, but, like, if I were going to play Boombox, this would be the deck. This would be the time to do it. Alright. I think this is going to be it, and we're just going to pray our opponent doesn't have any removal. Oh, sorry, not any removal. They can have removal. They just can't have any bombs, which, knowing this set, is not very likely. They probably have, like, 20 bombs. But we'll see how lucky we are, and we'll check you guys out in round 1. See you there. Alright, round 1, here we go. Hand looks good. No interest in cycling this Spinewoods Armadillo right now. Obviously it's no... Oop, and now I have no interest in it at all. Now we have Entertainer. The only bad news about Entertainer is it makes our turn 3 play a little awkward, is what I would have said if we didn't draw Nurturing Pixie. I feel like maybe we just make a 3/3 flyer here. Play Nurturing Pixie. Is it even worth that, though? Do we just dance? That's probably better to just dance. And go get a... Mesa, name red. Pass. So I guess next turn, if we drop planes, we could go like Holy Cow, Nurturing Pixie, Entertainer. Or I guess Fortune would probably be better. Yeah. I mean, I feel like we should block this. Well, no, we probably don't need to. I mean, he's not going to be able to flash anything back this turn. So I'm okay taking 2. I haven't found this card to be very good at all. So I'm not... I'm not saying it can't be good. I'm just saying I haven't personally found it to be too great when it's been played against me. Now I'm almost considering just like now maybe cycling Spinewoods Armadillo. Or maybe... Actually, I think I like Fortune. I feel like I like this in this order. Pest Infestation's a little too good to get rid of. Next turn, Conduit Pylon. I mean, if he kills Fortune, which he's blue-green, so it's not super likely that he can do that, then we can just get it back next turn with Shepherd, which is pretty good. Oh, I spoke too soon. Okay. I mean, I guess at least he can't flash it back. Okay, let's Conduit Pylon. We're going to keep the Pest Infestation on top. And I guess we'll cast... I mean, there is a world where we can Nurturing Pixie, Holy Cow, but I don't think that's just... I don't think that's as good. So let's just cast the Shepherd. And pass. Now I probably will trade off the Entertainer for the Newt if he gives me the option. I'm not sure I want him recasting Primal Knight, you know? But if we live to next turn, we get to make 4 1/1s, and God forbid he plays like an Artifact or Enchantment right now. That would be really good. Looks like he's doing a throw from the saddle. Yep, okay. And he's going to hit me for 6. So I'm going to have Chump, or else he's going to be able to recast throw from the saddle. So I'm going to Chump. Alright, well, this didn't go according to plan. So maybe what we do here is recast Fortune and then cycle Spinewoods gain 3. I kind of like that. We're going to go to Plains and just play it. I guess I should have cycled first. Now that we know there's a Plains on top though, does that change the play at all? Just play out Nurturing Pixie. No, I guess Nurturing Pixie, playing it now gives us the ability to double block. Nah, I think we want to keep this as a blocker. Ideally, he doesn't have any removal, although it looks like maybe he even has a Phantom Interference. Although I feel like he would have... I don't know. Maybe not a Phantom Interference. Holy Cow with Fortune could be decent too. Getting us a little bit of life and give us some scrying. Alright. Go ahead and double block the Newt. Take 3. Sure. Okay, he kills Fortune. Pixie survives. It's not that bad. Now that he's 5 mana up, I am a little bit concerned about Phantom Interference, but I don't know that we have the luxury of playing around it. Oh, guess he didn't. Okay. I'm gonna hold this back just in case I need to chump block. Okay, and that's what we're looking for, just a pass, and now we can pass back with Rattleworm up. I don't see any reason to fire off the Pest Infestation now, because one more land and we get 6. I think we can also wait for him to play an artifact or enchantment. So I think we're just gonna pass here. Wonder what he has in his hand though. I mean, he clearly has something. The turn that we played out the Nurturing Pixie, he had stop set up. Although, no, that was for the Snake's Congeal, I guess. Okay, so we got a Thunder Thief, that's fine. I think we're in okay shape. I mean, he has 3 cards in hand, so that's not ideal, but he doesn't have any way of pushing through damage this turn. That's going to be pretty good for him. Tools of the Mind is good too. Okay. Do we want to fire off the Rattleworm or the Holy Cow? That's actually tough. I think we want to fire off... Maybe... Yeah, let's just fire off the Rattleworm. Obviously the Scribe from Holy Cow was good, but now, well, this is actually nice, because now we can Grizzly and Holy Cow, so... I like that. And we'll just pass back. At some point, we do need to start turning the boys sideways, but right now I don't think that we have that luxury. We don't have the luxury quite yet, I'll say. And there's a target for Pest Infestation, so let's just top a land with the Holy Cow and just make some gross stuff happen. Yeah, I mean, Duels to the Mind combo is pretty good. Sure. Dang, now we're gonna top deck On the Job Watch. Or, sorry, not On the Job, One Last Job. Is that what it's called? The Reanimator spell? The White Reanimator spell? Fan Interference, finally? Alright, let's top the land. Oh, come on. Can we... I don't think we can bottom that, can we? Probably not. I still think we want to fire off the Pest Infestation now for 2. Because I don't think that we want him drawing any more cards with Duels of the Mind. Get 4 pests. And I guess we can attack with the Grizzly. Don't see any harm in that. I don't think we want to attack with the Trampling Armadillo. Don't think we want to attack with the Rattleworm. I think just the Grizzly is fine. The Armadillo is obviously a good attacker, but just a bummer they can double block with Newt Thunder Thief. It's fine. Clear some creatures off the board. Okay, well there's the land for the Pest Infestation, but I still think it was better to play out last turn. So now, do we like attack with Rattleworm and play Paladin? At some point we're gonna have to start attacking. 2 cards in hand. He has 2 cards in hand. Maybe we just put a Paladin and attack next turn. He doesn't have... Interesting. kill the holy cow, sure. You can't attack with it, but it is good. Yeah, this is where removal would come in handy. Unfortunately, our deck has none of that. So we're just gonna have to pray that he doesn't get anything too crazy. Maybe attack with these two? We just have to make sure we can kill Roxanne and not die on the crackback. Maybe just the paladin this time. Sure, I'll trade those, it's fine. Go ahead. That's not bad. Now we can hit me every turn and, more importantly, trigger Duelist. That's a pretty good draw. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'm going to cast it. So now I think we want to attack with the Armadillo. The only way that he can kill it is if he double blocks. We're probably going in with the Rattleworm. I don't know why it taps like that. Because the Rattleworm... We can only exile the Rattleworm with 1 and a green, so... I guess we can play the Plains. I don't think we've played a land this turn, so... We can still do it, but... Faulty auto tapper. Alright. Good with the Pixie, Armadillo. Rattleworm. Do we want to attack with the Rattleworm? And the Pixie's tough, because if he commits a crime, he can just double block it and eat it. So maybe just attack with the Armadillo and see what happens. I feel like it's got to be just Armadillo or everything, but I mean, everything doesn't even work great, because then he just eats. Takes... Blocks, takes... I think takes 17 if we... if he blocks 3 pests. Then we have to be really careful not to die in the crackback. Yeah, you know what? Math is for blockers. Math's for blockers. Very real possibility that that was a mistake, but the other piece of this puzzle is that our deck doesn't have any removal, and if we're gonna make a push attack, we kind of just have to do it. Okay, this is not horrible. He goes to 6. We make a bunch of trades. Alright, I don't hate that attack. I don't even really feel like he can attack with Roxanne here. Okay, keep the vault. I guess he can equip up his Duelist to make me chump. That's not even that bad, though. He's not going to. We do have a mount. So much value. What's the last ability? Or our equipment? No way, right? Nah, that'd be too good. Alright. So if we attack Rattleworm Security, is I guess what we're going to attack with? And then we're just going to bring back the 7/7 and the 4/2. And that's probably going to be game. Interesting blocks. Okay. Now I feel like I need to play around the Wrath. I mean, I don't know if there's any white... If there's any Wrath in this set that aren't white, but I feel like there's no need to play out one last job right now. I feel like I should look that up. I don't think there's any non-white Wraths. I think it's just like the instant speed triple white one. A triple white, I guess, if you save one of your own creatures. It's double white to Wrath, though. Either way, he's only got access to one white anyways. So. Feeling pretty good here. Hopefully he doesn't just disconnect. I'm gonna pause it and unpause it if and when they reconnect, so hold on. Just a quick PSA, by the way. If you play Arena, don't do this to people. It's a game for fun, and there's no reason to be like this. So, not to call anybody out, because I know that my opponent right now is the only person who does this, but if you're gonna lose, just concede. Don't do this. It's not cool. Anyways, I'll unpause when they disconnect and lose. So 1 second. Yep, they just lost from inactivity. That's cool. Okay. All right, on to game 2. A win's a win. All right, round 2. Hand looks great. No complaints. We've got a mount for our one last job. Love it, love it. Haven't decided quite how good this card is yet. It's basically just a green divination. It's fine. We're green-white, so that card could have basically killed literally everything in our deck, so. It's green divination. Hard to know if we want this. I mean, we can't... It's our only removal in our deck. As crazy it is to keep it on top. We don't have red, but I might want this. So anyways, it's mill 4 cards, and you put up to 2 creature cards or land cards from among the mill cards into your hand. So in some decks, that might actually even be better than green divination. 4 and a green, you can put 2 creature cards from your hand on the battlefield. That's okay. That's an ability where, like, you play it if you have the mana, and then creatures you control with power 4 or greater gain hexproof and indestructible until turn. That's just fine. Alright, I think we're just gonna play out Rattleworm here. No reason to... Actually, I guess we should saddle it up. So we have a Rattleworm riding Fortune, apparently. Don't know how that works, but it gives us an extra scry too, and we get to basically get vigilance. Seems good. We don't want that extra planes. Yeah, I'm in on that. So next turn we can play Stagecoach Security, attack for a bunch. I'm very in on that. And then at some point we can use Spungo Surprise to draw 2... Oh, damn. Say to draw 2 and give our creatures hexproof and indestructible, but... I guess we won't quite be able to do that. No worries, this is still pretty good. Scry 2. For 3. Tumbleweeds, huh? So in other words, just go get a mountain, because we don't have enough mana to... Do we just need to throw this Drillman on the bottom? It sucks, but I don't feel like it's going to be able to do a lot this game. I'm going to regret this. Dance of Tumbleweeds can at least make us 5/5 right now. Which is good because Smuggler's Surprise can then give it hexproof and lifelink. Well. Didn't even matter. There's our red source. Okay. So, I guess what we do is just like... Can't really play... Can't play a creature this turn. If we were really desperate, we could one last job and get back the 2/2, but I don't think that that's worth it. I think what we're probably going to do is just attack with the Stagecoach Security. I don't think he'll double block, but if he does, we can give it hexproof and indestructible and then go look at the top 4. Okay, he doesn't have the 2/2. I don't know what he has. Like the 2/2 that kills something if it was dealt damage this turn. Okay, I don't know what that was for. I guess he has like a rise from the grave or whatever. Whatever it's called in this set. Zombify, you know what I mean. Not Zombify, but you know what I'm saying. So the Blood Hustler is going to be able to just like block and eat the Stagecoach Security next turn. I feel like I'm just going to look for creatures now. And if he kills my Stagecoach Security in response, that is what it is. Ooh, milled the Foreign Posse. That sucks. Okay, well, we're going to at least get these guys back. That's not bad. Can you just get the Raucous Entertainer back right now? Alright, let's just creature dump. Let's play... Well, if we play Shepherd, I guess we get the 2/2 back on the battlefield. Maybe let's do that. And then next turn we can do this guy, and tap the Entertainer to make them a 5/3 and a 4/4. Assuming their Entertainer lives. We will not be attacking. Shepherd's also going to be a great attacker this game. If he doesn't kill it. Alright, and it's just passing back. Okay. So now we can Naturalist Grizzly Entertainer, assuming we hit a land with the Naturalist. I mean, we will hit a land. I think all of our tap lands are in the graveyard, so we are going to hit either an untapped land or a treasure, so that's win-win. Let's do that. We mill, Holy Cow, and Master or Keykeeper. It's fine. Over Grizzly, and we will put counter on each of them and attack for 4. And ideally, I mean, that Shepherd of the Clouds is a really fast clock, so the only way that I can think of him being able to kill it easily is with Mog's Dragon. I guess if he plays a land this turn, he can actually just make a dragon on his next turn. He'll be able to do that either way. Okay. So that's actually an interesting play. So now he won't be able to make a dragon next turn. So that's actually really okay with me. Snake's Congeal is a good draw. So we don't have any mounts in the graveyard right now. Let's play the Bristleback Sentry. I'm close to being able to like comfortably just kind of swing out. Not quite, but getting close. I'm honestly wondering if it's worth just bringing back the Keykeeper. I can't. It costs 5. Huh. Well, bringing back the Keykeeper would be interesting because you could just start tapping down the Blood Hustler, and that would kill him pretty quickly, I think, because then I can attack with everything. Okay. So now he's burning a treasure. That's fine. So now he can't make a thing this turn still, so that's fine with me. It's fine. He's gonna gain 3. And that's fine too. And again, as long as he's spending more 4 mana on his turns and not drawing a land, he's not going to be able to make a dragon, so I'm cool with that. Just a reminder, we have 0 way to deal with this Blood Hustler besides like literally tapping it down. You know what I might do? I might just... What happens if we swing out? Because then we can just bring back whatever he kills. With a 1/1 counter from the Entertainer. Maybe that's what we do. Again, math is kind of just for blockers. We have a Snakeskin Veil. So this will cost 6 to bring 2 things back. We don't have an aura equipment. Okay. And we'll see how he blocks. As long as he's killing either of the mounts, we're getting good value bringing 2 things back. I don't think I'm going to use this Snakeskin Veil. If this 5/4 block on the 3/4 stands, I don't think I'm going to use the Snakeskin Veil. I think I'd rather just save it to deal with whatever removal he has. And now these things are just trading, so I'm totally cool with that. So I think we're gonna pay 6, return 2 things. We're gonna return Stagecoach Sentry, Drover Grizzly. It doesn't even matter, it's the same amount of mana. And then we're gonna tap the Entertainer, put a counter on, and keep up Snakeskin Veil, and I think we have the game next turn. It's looking good. Drain us for 1, go to 3, make a treasure to replace the old treasure. And I think we have the game now. Don't want to jinx it, but feels like we're pretty far ahead. Commando's fine. And that's fine. Can we make food? It's not going to be enough. Making a clue. Okay. I guess he figures if I attack him, this turn's dead anyway. Alright. And that's game 2. Moving on to game 3. Deck looks good. Alright, here we are in round 3. Let's get a perfect opening hand. That's a little slow, but good enough. Certainly not gonna mulligan that. Good draw entertainer there. So next turn, that's totally fine. I honestly want to hold off on using the pylons because I don't necessarily know what we want to scry for right now. Let's go ahead and fortune. And the next turn we can get some value off the patient naturalist. Don't think we want that. Although naturalist would mill at, so let's keep that on top. Let's draw the grizzly. Okay, let's attempt to naturalist. And we'll return. I guess we'll return forest. We'll go ahead and attempt to crew. That's fine. Okay, so the next turn we'll be able to paladin and then maybe pylons after that. And grizzly. I mean, we have some okay turns set up right now. Again, our entire game plan, remember, does hinge on them not playing any bombs, because if they do, we lose. That's a great draw. So now, what do we have in our graveyard? Okay, ooh, that's... Okay, so one more land and we can play that for double value. So let's go ahead and run out Paladin. Yeah. Pass. And the next turn we get back Fortune and... I don't even know. I guess we'd rather have Holy Couch because it's a flyer? And Scries? That's fine. So actually, I think... Excuse me. Let's attack with Paladin. Honestly, we could attack with both and see what happens. I think I'm okay to do that, actually. Although... is the other thing we can do that honestly might be better is just playing Stagecoach Security and attacking with both. That seems pretty good. Yeah, I kind of like that play. Let's keep that on top. Play this and attack with both. So now they can't even double block the Paladin. They'll have to double block the Naturalist and trade with both. So we'll just take 9 here, I'd assume. Oh, okay, chomping is fine too. So now next turn we can either Drover Grizzly and Holy Cow or one last job. I'm assuming we're going to want to just double spell. It's also nice because it allows us to keep attacking with Paladin, and if they ever kill it, we can just bring it back with one last job. And obviously that'll be better to return to the battlefield than the Holy Cow. So I'm down to just... This kills it now. Okay, alright. Now... I think I'm going to attack with both and see what he does. Okay. Take 4. And now we're getting one last job. Now that we can get back the 5-4, it seems worth it. So let's get this thing, and then we're going to return Fortune. It's just so much value. Yep, and they've had enough. Alright, well, again, we still haven't needed any removal, which is kind of shocking, but 3-0, let's see how the next game goes. Alright, on to the next one. Remember, no bombs, please. Hand's fine. Still yet to be seen if Form Apostle is going to be good in this deck, but I think it's got enough stuff going on. Smuggler's Surprise could be gross in this hand. Giving all my stuff hexproof and indestructible. And also with that the forest draw was nice too, because that allowed me to Rattle Worm on turn 4 with Flash. He's not even plotting, he's just running that out. Interesting. Okay. Interesting strategy there. Let's grab the Grizzly. I will not block. Alright, put pylons and we'll pass. I don't think we want to draw that. And it's possible they can either counter it or remove it, but like at the end of the day, it's not a huge deal. Desert Stew isn't gonna be enough to kill it, so okay, they could kill with the 2/2. Yeah, all right, that's fine. That's not that bad. Okay. Okay, so do we want to? Rattle Worm here? Rattle Worm and Grizzly? I think I'm okay with that. Start ramping towards getting Form Apostle going. Mirage Mesa, make it red, Forest, Grizzly, and then next turn we can Smuggler's Surprise. Hopefully, I mean, I'd love to get that extra value from the creatures with power 4 or greater gain hexproof and indestructible. But not necessary. I mean, drawing 2 cards is still good, obviously. And right now, next turn we can Form Posse for X equals 5. Like that's really good. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and attack for 4. We're gonna drop the Paladin. And as much as I don't love doing this option, I mean, if he counters it, we get... The nice thing about Paladin is that it plays around the Phantom Interference, because we still have 2 mana to tap, and now we keep out Smuggler's Surprise. Again, not the ideal world to use it, but we could to give our stuff hexproof and indestructible. Obviously, we'd rather just draw the 2 cards too, but, you know, if we decide that it's worth it to use, then... Pulse, huh? Yeah, with Form Posse coming, I think it's probably good enough to just give our stuff in hexproof. That's fine. And we have a big creature coming with Dance of the Tumbleweeds, and the following turn we're probably going to Form Posse. I think we don't really want to spend any time recasting Paladin. Ideally, we're not going to need any more gas, so... Smuggler's Surprise, although good, isn't necessarily the most necessary thing, I don't think. He is going to draw 2 cards. He's going to sack his 2/2 flyer with lifelink instead of the 3/2. I guess he wants to trade with the Grizzly, maybe? Treasure is fine. Okay, that's actually a really good draw. So now, let's see, if we, this costs 6, so we can go, okay, so we can't dance to the tumbleweeds and hold up explosive derailment. I think that's fine still. Let's attack with the 5/4. And then drop the dance. So tumbleweeds, go planes. And I'm feeling like we're in pretty good shape. I mean, you can, you know, repulse the 8/8, but he's already used 1, so. Because now he can use his splashes with Treasure Dredger. Treasure Dredger. Treasure Dredger. That's a hard one. Nothing, huh? That's a good draw, too. It's a really good draw. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and attack with everything now. If he wants to trade off for the Grizzly, that's not that bad for us. We don't have any need to run out Form Posse. We're just gonna hold up the Interrupter and Derailment, because this is all good for us, and we just need to play around something crazy happening. Which, I mean, you could have another 2/2. He doesn't. Another one of the assassins. I guess he didn't. I mean, he's probably just dead now, because now he can just, yeah, we're just gonna interrupt that. You can't Phantom Interference it if he has that. Yeah, okay. Good game. Cool. And now we're up to 4 now. See you guys in the next one. Let's go. Alright. Hand's good enough. Love to have a desert so we can play this Rattle Worm at instant speed, but good enough. If our 1 removal spell. No way to cast it, but one thing at a time. Well, now we can, I think I'd actually, well, I was going to say I'd rather Fortune on turn 3, but now I think I'd rather just play the Grizzly. The thing is, he's probably just going to be able to Demonic Tutor regardless of what we do, so I think I'm okay just playing out the Grizzly. And, I mean, honestly, the only bad thing about Demonic Tutor against us, I mean, hard to say the only bad thing about Demonic Tutor, but he's probably going to go to a creature that we can't kill, so it may just be game right there. Good news is we can do 4 damage if we draw a mountain. If. But, you know, if it's something crazy like Rakdos, we kind of just lose. I mean, do we just go super aggressive and play at Rattle Worm? I guess so. What's he got for 1 in a green or 1 in a black that you can play? Armadillo. Sure. I honestly don't mind him cycling Armadillo. I'm sure he's getting it so he can play something like Rakdos, but that's annoying, but fine. Again, if he played out that Armadillo, I think we would have lost because we have no way to remove that. Let's go ahead and plot Paladin. Land next turn would be nice, although I guess we can always Naturalist into Bristleback Sentry. Rakdos joins up, getting back. Armadillo, yep, okay, that's pretty good. And now we go Fortune. Don't think we need either of those. Paladin. Sentry. So now it's interesting. If we I guess we can just take 9 here. My other option is I can Sentry, and then it's possible that we can set up this growth cycle with Fortune and Shepherd of the Clouds, where we can just keep bringing back like a Trumper every turn. Not every turn, because he'll stop attacking with the Armadillo. It's also contingent on him playing no other creatures. I think we just take 9. Let's see what he does. Fine. What does this do? Okay, well, that's not a bad draw. So now, because we can derailment the 3/3. I guess we'd probably rather kill the Bronco. Let's go ahead and play the Shepherd. I guess we attack for 5 too. I mean, I don't think he's gonna block with the Golem. Yeah. We can just pass now. So, I mean, we have a few interesting options if he attacks with everybody. Or, sorry, not everybody, but those two. Okay, we take 2 more surprises. Really good for him, too. I guess we'll block there. Although he's going to more surprise it back. Maybe we'd rather just do this. I don't really care if he kills Fortune that much. It's good, but it's not that good. I also don't think he will kill Fortune. Let's block like that. Sure. Honestly, I think I'd rather kill that than Shepherd of the Clouds. So. That's fine with me. It's not a bad draw. So now, let's see, we're gonna need 5 mana for this. So I guess we just attack for 4 and pass, or actually attack for. I mean, I guess we're gonna have to kind of play aggressive. So I think we attack for 9. We'll probably block the Servant of the Stinger. Then we kill Servant and the 3/3 and hit him for 9. On his turn, we're gonna have to chump our 4/2 on his Armadillo. And pray that we can stay alive, I think. We're going to have to play pretty aggressively here. If we have a chance of winning this game. Even though he's going to be able to more to surprise the Stinger back, but I still think it's worth it. So we'll hit him for 9 here. We're good at 9. Next turn, he's going to have trouble crewing the Bronco. Or crewing, saddling the Bronco. If he kills my 4/2, then he basically wins. Shepherd having Vigilance is nice because we can block the Bronco even if he attacks with it. I assume he's just going to go get back the Servant of the Stinger. And then next turn we play 2 chump blockers. I mean, if we survive the next turn, I think we're actually not in great shape. I think we're in okay shape. One of our creatures is a tapper. If that survives one more turn, then we're kind of golden. What else is he gonna want to get back besides Servant Stinger? Is there anything? No, there's 2 servants. You can attack with the Bronco and get that back. I don't know that that's that good though. I don't know that he can afford to be losing life for drawing cards right now. That is totally fine with me. He's a land in hand, so he can go get back the Servant of the Stinger, or is he just gonna hold it? I don't know why he wouldn't play it. Interesting. Okay, I'm fine with that play. Alright, so let's go ahead and lead with the Naturalists. Pray we don't middle one last job. Ooh, that's pretty good with one last job. Security and Armadillo. Those would have been both good normal draws anyway, though. Play Plains-ish. Put Keykeeper and pass back. Let's also hope that he doesn't draw a way to commit a crime, because then the overzealous muscle could become an issue. But we're going to start being able to tap down the Armadillo next turn on attacks, and that'll be really good. No, it's legendary. There's no surprise damage from Rakdos joins up. The only thing he can more surprise is the Servant of the Stinger. Alright. So did he draw a way to commit a crime? Or is he hoping to draw a way to commit a crime? With the Bronco. Interesting. Alright, let's block there, let's block there, and... Ooh, do we want to play real risky and take 9? That would be pretty risky. I think we each want to do this and this. And the downside is if he kills the Paladin, our game plan is not in great shape. Okay. Doesn't have enough mana to get the 5/4 back and play again this turn, though. Which is nice. So now he has to get back the Servant of the Stinger. Which I think gives us a better chance to win next turn. Actually, if he gets back the Servant of the Stinger, we do win, right? No, because he'll have... I think he would be at 1, if I'm doing my math correctly. So he'll have 3 other blockers if we tap the 1/3 down. So that would leave him at... So if we tap the 1/3 down and we attack with everyone, that'd leave him at 1. If he triple blocks. But we'd be... Let's see. 2 tap a creature, and then after that we could play Dance of the Tumbleweeds. And then it's just, does he draw a removal spell or not? I think it's a higher success rate play to just attack with the 4/3 and then play Dance of the Tumbleweeds. At least I feel a lot better about this play. I never love leaving it to either he draws a removal spell or he doesn't, so. We can even go get the conduit pylons and surveil, which is decent. We don't want that. And she's got to draw something. Oh, I forgot. Oh, not artifacts. Puts them on creature tokens. Oh, okay. Alright, so he would have been at 2. And he would have been able to kill the paladin. So good thing we didn't go with that plan. I wasn't very close to going with that plan, but good we didn't. Good thing we didn't. So now, 4 attacks. I guess we're going to tap down his Servant of the Stinger. Just because I don't want demonic tutoring for a card. Our 9/9 should theoretically trade. See how he attacks. No attacks. Okay, so I guess we just go for the kill, yeah? Still have a minute to play the Holy Cow, something goes crazy wrong. No, let's not attack with that or that. Did we just go Holy Cow? Or just the Shepherd? That's a little risky, but I think let's go with this. Sure. Can make his guys into 3/3s, and either he has it or he doesn't. Alright. And that's 5-0, I think. Cool. I'll see you guys back for either game 5 or game 6. Let's keep going. Alright, here we are back for round 6. This hand is good enough. If we hit a forest, this hand's fantastic. Unfortunately, it'll help us to do that. Now if we hit a forest, this hand's really fantastic. Love it. Not a bad draw. Honestly, I might rather play that than Fortune. Nah, I mean, if he has a 2-mana removal spell, it's going to be Desert Stew, so let's play the Fortune. And honestly, I think I'll keep both of those on top. And then next turn we can play like Holy Cow and then Flicker Oasis, or Flicker Fortune and Holy Cow. Seems good to me. And Oasis Gardener is fantastic into our explosive derailment. I mean, this is going fantastic for us right now. Fantastically. Okay, let's see if there's anything we want besides the... Okay, we'll put one of those in the bottom. That could be 2 forests. And the next turn we can start flickering Spine with Paladin if we can get one more attack in. Alternatively, we can just kill a creature and blow up the Gardener, which might even be better. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm down to kill 2 Gardeners, I think. Given that he didn't... Were we on the play? I think we were on the play. So I guess he did drop a land last turn, but either way. Let's just knock out both of his things. And there we go. And on to the next game, I guess. That's a tough one to come back from. So on to the next game, let's keep going. Alright, this is for a 7-0, and of course it's not the best hand. If we can hit 1 land, Holy Cow does allow us to look for some more lands. So I think I'm going to be a little risky and keep this one. Also, we do have Smuggler's Surprise to dig a little bit more. We have another turn 3 play if we draw Forest and Snakeskin Veil. So I'm okay with this. We have 2 more turns to draw a land, and there we go. Never didn't have it. And Sterling Keykeeper is a fine 2/2. If it's Desert Stewed, that's even better because now it's not there for the Holy Cow. So that's great. And we'll pass. See if we can pick off this Raven. And if it gets killed, that's fine too. Keep that, I think. Alright, and that's a really gross play. That's fine. Okay, so now I think we're just going to go ahead and pass again, play another Holy Cow and trade it off. Guess we'll kill this one, that's fine. Dance of the Tumbleweeds? I guess maybe we keep this. Right, so let's go ahead and dance. And we'll go get a Mirage Mesa, I guess. And pass. This is a... Ooh, Railway Brawler. Oh, that's not good. We have no way to deal with that. We're gonna have to get a little creative. Let's see here. I guess we just go Grizzly... No, why is it trying to tap like that? No. Don't put a Pixie, don't return anything, and pass. Really, we're gonna have a hard time killing this Railway Brawler. Fine. Interesting. So I guess he doesn't have any creatures. Okay, this is pretty good then. So we can Shepherd now. He doesn't have any removal spells for the Grizzly. Great. We can bring the Holy Cow back to the battlefield. We could have gotten the Tapper back, but I think I prefer just getting that thing back. Let's get... Do we keep this just 'cause it's a 4-power creature for the Smuggler's Surprise? I guess we do. Okay. He drew another creature. Raven. It's gonna be 2/3. Could be worse. Now let's attack with 5/3 and 4/3. I guess. Or do we just kill the Raven? Nah, let's do this. Maybe he thinks that I don't realize it has Secret Reach, but no, he didn't. Okay. So now our options are... I guess we just play the Grizzly. And the next turn we can have a really gross turn where we make everything hexproof and indestructible, basically. It's pretty good. Okay, so wow, him not having any creatures is fantastic for us. So let's go ahead and saddle this guy up. And attack these 3. See what happens. Blocking there. Sure. And we're gonna go for the indestructible move, I think. The question is, do we go for 2 mana this, or do we go for 4 mana to mill 4 cards and return 2. We're going for this for sure. We're just wondering if it's worth going for this, because otherwise we can explosive derailment the railway brawler. And railway brawler is gross, but he's taking well, he's taking 5 here. I still think we need to try and kill the railway brawler though. And there's a possibility we get blown out. If he kills the shepherd in response, then this is pretty gross for us. That is not good for us at all. Ouch. Well, he played that well. We're not dead yet, but us not getting those 2 extra cards is really gross, and that's a really good draw for him too. Now it's going to be a 4/4. I mean, it doesn't really matter because do we just, let's see what he does, I guess. We're probably going to end up just killing that though. We're happily going to trade these off. I mean, he's still in kind of a tough spot with whether or not he should block the grizzly now. I mean, if we can draw like one more threat off the top, we're still in pretty good shape. That's a good one. So let's attack for 5. Goes to 7. And we'll do this for x equals 4. And that's pretty good. Interesting. And that's a great draw too. So now we can go put 2 power on the pixie. Actually, oh, this is reach. Hold on. Okay, let's put all 4 power on the pixie. And we'll attack for 10. I mean, I guess the alternative is we can play the Rattleworm now and just crew the Grizzly, give everything trample. I don't think the reach on this is going to matter. I'm fine playing it out now. Love it. And I think without a Wrath, we are home free. Alright. Not too bad. A quick little 7-0. Looked good. And deck wasn't... I didn't think it was anything special, but at the end of the day, didn't need anything special. So, one more reminder. It was this weird little green-white medium plus explosive derailment, and it was good enough. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be playing a lot more with this Thunder Junction. I've loved it a lot. My win rate for this set has been pretty good, so I'm enjoying it. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.